Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands and feet inside the car at all times. Also, here's Chiefy. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Just Chatting with Chief. I'm Chief TurtleHawk. Thank you for joining. And welcome everybody that's coming over from movie night in the Discord. I had a heck of a time. I'm trying to shovel all the snow down the sidewalk, and I got it all going, and I went outside to start shoveling, and I was all the way down at the end of the road, and oh, Chief Turtle Max needs in. Hold on. So I got all the way down to the end of the road shoveling, and unfortunately the sound went out on movie night. Oh, but I was already down there with someone. They had a bucket and a scooper, and I was just like, I'll stay and help. So then I rushed back and figured out I got the sound working again. Don't know what's going on with it, but it's working again. So that's good. But we got it working, and we finished up movie night. We did watch Chucky, so I know a lot of people are scared of Chucky, but we had to watch some horror movies. We had to get a horror movie in there, you know. Plus, Chucky was made like 1988. How scary could it be? The special effects aren't as scary as they probably would be now, so. All right.
I love scotch. Scotch is got scotch. Here it goes down into my belly.
All right, so oh, Jay, thank you so much. $5 super chat. Chief, can you make a horror channel on Discord and call it Get Spooked? We can share true ghost stories and talk about horror movies. That is awesome. Good idea. Here, I'll do that here in a second. That's awesome. Welcome in everybody. We got Chopper2284, Debug. We got Jennifer/Christina, producer James, Nightbot, Cookie, Helen, MYCY. Welcome everybody. Jay the Gamer Boy, Streamlabs Bot, Nightbot. Welcome to the stream. All right, so let's make one. Let's see. We're gonna call streaming. All right. Special events. I guess we could put it under basic. Let's put it under basic. Do this. And we're going to call it Get Spooked. Get Spooked. All right. The Get Spooked channel has been erected. So if you want to post scary stories or tell scary things or talk about scary movies, as Jay said, we've got the right under the food channel, we have the Get Spooked channel. All right, we're going to have to do some organizing in there. We've got a lot of channels. Hopefully everybody can find their way around. That's what she said. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight who didn't watch scary movies? We'll have to figure out a movie for next Sunday. Maybe that's not as scary. Producer James says iffy. I think he was trying to tell Nightbot stiffy, but I'm not for sure. All right. There we go. Ooh, that light looks good in the background. I was just checking to see what the light looked like. That looks really good. All right, those are the new lights, so they're a little brighter than the last one, so that's good. And then I had to actually turn up the lights in front of me a little bit, but catching a weird shadow on my hat, so I'm gonna have to lift my hat up like this. But I noticed that with the lights in the back brighter, it made me darker. And so that's because I didn't have the lights up here. So I just turned those up and it seems to have done the trick. Oh man, producer James said, had a fever last night. I hope you're feeling better today. Cookie said, my friend and I haven't talked in a few months, forced me to play a game with him during the movie. Ooh. Was it strip poker? Dun, dun, dun. And what game was it? James says Nightmare on Elm Street is from 1984. Helen's still traumatized by Chucky. Helen, it's just a little doll. Yes, Cookie was playing strip poker with an old friend. Let's add points for Jay. There we go. All right, well, good. And the microphone's actually kind of working today, which is nice. I didn't have to fiddle around with that any, so that's good. We're off and rolling. I'm still trying to see if that's what I like about it. This one has a what's that called? A stabilizer thing. So so when I move it, because sometimes I want to move it a little bit, and when I move it, it doesn't like make all these terrible noises. That's kind of what I was thinking right there. Yeah, there we go. Because I want my to not, you know. All right, so Helen, so is Chief. I'm a total girly girl. I am not. I am a rugged man. All right, how do I... Okay, here we go. I'm going to do some little housekeeping here. I've been wanting to do this. I just feel like I'm kind of off center, so I'm going to kind of move the screen a smidge. So it feels a little more cinchered. Cinchered. What the hell? What? Ooh, that made me bigger. All right. That cut off anything? Suppose not. All right, there we go. That's a little better. I kind of wanted to move it. The mic is now centered, so now I know where to put it each time. Ooh, what if I do that? Testes, nice. There's a little mute button on top too, so I can just quickly mute. Dun dun dun. No, Helen, I am very rugged and manly. You know it. So does anyone have any big plans coming up this week? It's almost Valentine's Day. 15 days till Valentine's Day, if anybody has a Valentine. Maybe not. All right. Hey Blaine, had an extended weekend, not looking forward to going in tomorrow. Ooh, you got to work tomorrow? Or do you have school? I went for the COVID vaccine trial, and we have to keep checking our temperature each day. Ooh. That sucks. Well, that's good. At least you got the vaccine. Cookie says, I have online school later. Oh, piece of cake. Oh my God, say boss. Jeez. That scary. I need to not have get spooked up on my screen whenever I'm talking. He just posted a big picture of some scary girl. Holy mackerel. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's one of those ones that starts off dark and then it goes psh, and then she's right there and then psh, psh. Oh, she's clicking the button on the table. I see. MYCY says this spooked channel will die very soon. Oh man. Speaking of scary, James says I work in 10 hours 38 minutes. Oh, that is highly precise. Dun, 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 dun. Work in about 8 hours. Oh, that's good. Just stay up until then. I have to work in the morning too. That'll be fun. Did you see Gronk's acting? I did. It's not very good. I think he's more just eye candy than brains or acting ability. Yeah, that is good, Helen. What if you do get it? Maybe. Or what if you don't get it? Then you're okay. All right, Jay posted his first story in there. I was up around 2 a.m. today. I went to my kitchen to get a snack. It was very quiet, so I knew everyone was in bed and not awake. As I was leaving my kitchen to head back to my room, I heard a noise like a scratching noise. I paused in shock for a moment with my heart racing fast. I heard the noise again and it sent shivers down my body. I couldn't move. I was stuck frozen and I knew it wasn't a rodent or a rat. The feeling I got was not an ordinary feeling. I finally got the courage to move, ran upstairs and went to my room. This is one of my encounters I've had. Ooh, that is scary, Jay. What do you think it was? What do you think it was? Do you think it was that? Do you think someone's living in your house? Like in the attic? Or like a crawl space, like someone's living in there? What if it was one of those giant little beings that's like can't stand up but walks with all of its legs like a spider? All right, so today we had a snowstorm, and it is the most snow we've had in 2 years, and it was only about this much. Well, my car had about 5 inches on it, but my backyard is like this, so it's really weird. But that's how much snow we don't get here, because we only had about that much. But it says major nor'easter expected to affect 110 million with heavy snow. Wow. Ooh. Dun dun. I don't have a say in this, James. Yeah, we had a little bit. Hey, Nathan, how are you? Good to see you. All right, here it is from major nor'easter expected to affect 110 million with heavy snow and winds. All right. A major nor'easter traveling the east coast is expected to affect 110 million, bringing heavy snows, rain, and high winds. The storm, which forecasters predicted will last until at least Tuesday, had already dumped a foot or a half foot of snow in the Midwest by Sunday morning. Snow will continue in parts of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin as the system travels east. About 1 in 3 people in the U.S. were under winter storm watches or winter storm warnings. New York City should expect snow all day Monday, forecasters said. New Jersey declared a state of emergency Sunday afternoon as forecasters predicted that much of the region will get 18 to 24 inches of snow. Good Lord. That's a lot of snow. I'm complaining about 2 inches. They're going to get 2 feet. The Poconos, the lower Hudson Valley, eastern Pennsylvania, and parts of Long Island and western Connecticut should also expect around up to 2 feet of snow. It will be the largest snowstorm in years in the Washington, D.C. area, where I'm at, where snow has already begun. Residents around Baltimore and Washington should expect 4 to 9 inches of snow Sunday. Didn't get that. Maybe got the 4 inches. The snow near the nation's capital is expected to end mostly by midnight. Oh, good. It's almost done. Part of North Carolina and Virginia had snowfall as well. The heaviest downfall is expected in southern New England in the tri-state area. Is anybody in the tri-state area? You're going to get the heaviest snowfall. Hey, Uncle Games, how are you? James hates the cold. Blaine says we got some snow last week. Our biannual snowfall didn't stick on sidewalks or street while it snowed. It was all but melted by the afternoon. Yeah, I was hoping that this one would too. There's not much stuck to the back patio, but it is on the grass. Ellen says my job in New Jersey is in New Jersey, and we always get emails for the snowstorms. Ah, nice. High tomorrow, 74 degrees. Nice. Hey, Debug, how are you? Good to see you. Thai Food says hiya. Hello, Thai Food. 2 feet would definitely hurt. Yeah, it would. It'd probably go up to your throat. Nightbot says, hi, Debug. I am glad to see you. And Debug says, I'm not. What states are in the tri-state area? Okay. I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see. Tri-state area. All right. What is the tri-state area? The part of New York that is in the tri-state area is Fisher's Island. The fuck is that? It is the New London, Connecticut Metro, Philadelphia Metro at the east end of the 12-mile circle. Okay, so it's some kind of a circle. Oh, I see. So it looks like New York, Connecticut. Okay, what states in the tri-state area? Okay, why are there multiple tri-state areas? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let's look at Wikipedia. Wikipedia is always right. The tri-state area is an informal term in the eastern contiguous United States for any of several regions associated with a particular town or metropolis that with adjacent suburbs lies across 3 states. Some of these involve a state boundary tri-point. Other tri-state, okay, whatever. So the New York metropolitan area is New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, with portions of Northeast Pennsylvania. I think that's what it's talking about. Or it could be the Boston or the Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire. Oh man, there are so many. Yeah, I think it's probably talking about the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area. They should define it since there's so many damn different tri-state area things. You know, that's a little annoying. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. James says PACTNY. No, I could not imagine what 24 inches would be like, James. That would be ridiculous. Cookie says, when it snowed where I am, it was barely anything. Blaine says, it's astonishing to me that people panic when they snow in Vegas. If it's cold enough, we can get it. That's true, but I think people panic where it's not snowing. Like here, it hasn't snowed in like a year and a half. It's been a long time since it snowed here. And they were talking about it like it was snowpocalypse on the radio. And I'm like, oh, okay, get over it. It's not that bad. Because I used to live in Denver. In Denver, it snowed all the time. I was used to it. Debug says, it's not winter here in New Zealand. And either way, we never get snow. Debug. Lucky. Typhoon says, okay, I'm not in that area. My place is too hot. Hey, Zaboss, your scary picture scared the crap out of me in the spooky channel. Boston, all those cute Irish guys. Yeah, like, what was that show? I don't know, there's a bunch of Boston shows with the Irish guys. Are we going to sort out a new time for the tutor? Oh, debug, we still gotta do that, don't we? Yeah, we need to. I'll send you a message. I gotta look at my work schedule and see what shifts they have me working. We'll figure it out from there. Hey, Jennifer / Christina, how are you? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I was just had it on the Get Spooky channel. And on the Spook channel, and then that picture popped up and it was just like bloop right on there. Get spooked. So weird. Oh my goodness. Anyway. I'm doing good. Just scooping the snow off of the sidewalks and driveway and steps and all the other crap I didn't realize that I had to scoop snow on. News needs something to fill void left by Trump. Oh yeah, that's true. Who knows what they'll fill now? Trump TV? Oh my god. Oh my. Well, they're starting the impeachment trial soon, so unfortunately we have to continue to hear about it for a while. I think they start next... Is it the end of this week or next week? Oh man. Just remember, I'm 18 hours ahead of Eastern. Oh, wow. 18 hours is so far. So right now it is 10 a.m., 11 to 12 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Is it 4 p.m. debug where you're at? 4 p.m. Cookie says, well, I'm part Irish, but mostly British. Thai Food says that went from pirates to modern day robbers. Yep, we did. We changed the heist, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago. We did it actually on a Sunday just chatting. We went through the whole scenario and we'd spent like 2 hours writing it. There's only one response section that it won't let me update. And it's a programming glitch that doesn't put it on the front facing thing for me to update. And so it still says like piratey things, but everything else has been changed. And I sent them a message. I sent Streamlabs a message and I said, hey, how do I fix this spot? And they gave me a canned response. Check out this help thing. And when you go there, the help thing just tells you how to update in general. I'm like, okay, I already know how to do that because we've done that. And if you read what I put, I said, we have already changed everything that is showing on this screen. And I had a screenshot. But I said this response, when people join after someone initiates the heist, it doesn't let me change whatever that says. And then somebody else responded with the same help file. I was like, either this is just all automated, no one works there, or these are just a bunch of idiots. So I just said, screw it. We'll leave one piece with. So yeah, so the heist is started here by NYCY. So anybody else that joins, it's going to say, ahoy! Blah, blah, blah has joined the treasure hunt. That's the response it wouldn't let me change. And they're just not getting it. So, yeah, whatevs. Whatevs. All right, that's going to be fun. Oh, cool. That is wicked. Oh, that is so cool looking. I kind of don't think that's real, but whatever. Oh, maybe it is. All right. In other news, we have the wrap. The wrap says WWE Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns just ran Kevin Owens over with a frickin' golf cart. How do you stop Kevin Owens? Mr. Fight Owens fight from fighting? Well, you can try running him over with a frickin' golf cart like WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns did Sunday at the 2021 Royal Rumble pay-per-view event during their last man standing match. Why not? Lesser men have tried and failed to floor Owens through the lesser measures, and the keys were presumably right there. That's stupid. Oh. Ooh, who's this? Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are not engaged. Who's Machine Gun Kelly? Hold on. Machine Gun Kelly. Is that really his name? Oh, it is really Machine Gun Kelly. Has anybody heard of Machine Gun Kelly, or is it just me? Yes, Zabas. So I've got a Machine Gun Kelly, American singer. Colson Baker, known professionally as Machine Gun Kelly, is an American singer, rapper, songwriter, and actor. His debut album, Lace Up, was released in 2012 and was followed up with 4 subsequent studio releases. As an actor, Baker made his film debut in the 2014 romantic drama Behind the Lights. He has also appeared in several other films. 6'4". He has a daughter. Well, it appears that Machine Gun Kelly whisks Megan Fox away from NYC Crowd Plus. Wow. Interesting. Let's get some images here. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, he's very tattooed. Got a lot of tattoos. Do you think when you get a lot of tattoos all over your body, like on your stomach and chest and everywhere, that when you get really old, like in your 80s, I mean, nobody looks good in their 80s. It's just part of nature. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he used to be Mr. Olympic or whatever. And now he's like still muscular and big, but he's like flabby and old and wrinkly. I mean, I just can't imagine what those tattoos would look like when your skin's not taut anymore. You know, it's kind of like, you know, when you're starting to overlap places, it may make the pictures look different. You know, you may have to like stretch it out and hold it just to show someone what it says on there. But I don't know. Maybe that's not the case. All right. Blaine says Machine Gun Kelly is a bootleg Eminem. Oh, he beefs with Eminem. Oh, interesting. Typhoon says, fun fact, the official one versus one world record is 8 minutes and 59 seconds for something like that. Huh. Yeah, I've heard of him, but I don't think I've listened to his music. I've never heard of him or listened to his music, so. The boss is going to make a video. We'll be back. All right. Try living in a haunted house, Cookie. That shit is scary. Mostly every day I got to deal with something. Really, Jay? Like, what is the scariest thing you've had to deal with in your haunted house? And you always play the scary games too. So does that add an additional dimension to it? Like you're playing the scary game inside the haunted house? It's like a double scare. Then move out, Jay. Oh, hey James Baker, how are you? Good to see you. 1x1 means 1 by 1 Rubik's Cube. Oh, 1 by 1 Rubik's Cube. I thought someone could solve a Rubik's Cube in like 10 seconds. Isn't there only one way to solve a Rubik's Cube? Like, there's only one series? Because I was trying to see, somebody was like doing a demonstration on how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and it's like there's only one way to do it. And then you have to get like the white side, and then once you have the white side, you can move everything else into place real easy. I may be wrong, I don't know. Uncle said, oh boy, how my online school gets worse. I can imagine. Tack it a pretty prayer part. Take it apart, maybe. I'm playing like win, lose, or draw with the text chat. There's thousands of ways, but there's only like 3 optimal methods to be fast. Okay, other methods are also fast, but can't beat the big 3 methods. I gotcha. Okay. I can see Machine Gun Kelly. He looks like he's trying to knock off Eminem. Oh, man. He bleaches his hair too much. It's going to fall out. Huh. Well, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna Google image that one. Machine Gun Kelly. Huh. Okay, sorry, I was off on a tangent here. Jay says the scariest thing I've seen was the Reaper-like phantom for a split second. So that is why I'm a very strong believer in the paranormal. Ooh. Do you have any paranormal equipment? Kind of like on Paranormal on the thing that we play. Because that could help you. You know. It's just a thought, it could. Like, maybe the voice box thing? That would be fun to do. Or a Ouija board. Yeah, like in Phasmo. Or the smudge sticks? Maybe the smudge sticks would help. Let me see. Smudge sticks, everybody likes a smudge stick. Smudge stick, everybody likes a smudge stick. All right, so dun, dun, dun. Schoolwork is so important, exactly. A's and B's, better grades, better college, and better job. Skeptics out there don't realize when we're not alone on this planet. Yep, that's true. The Bug says, I start school again on Friday, by the way, Thursday. You start on Friday? Why would they start on a Friday? Wouldn't they just start on a Monday? Just give you one more day. That's what I would do. Give one more day. Oh. That way you wouldn't have to worry about it. I think it's because of public holidays, and I start 2 days after the year level below. Oh, okay. So do you go on Friday and then get off the weekend? Huh. I always like to smudge whenever I go into a new house with sage. But you gotta always make sure to leave a window open or a door open so they can escape. Dun, dun. You better lock your door. Since New Zealand only has about 2 COVID cases. Oh yeah, that's true. For now. All right. How to get rid of spirits in your house. Let's try that. Okay, here we go. Here's some 8 ways to clear spirits or ghosts from your house. Oh, I see what Jennifer's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, can you stay awake? 9, 10, never sleep again. Oh, that was from the Nightmare on Elm Street. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, better pick up sticks. All right, 8 ways to clear spirits and ghosts from your home. These are just this person's opinion. You can negotiate, holy water, haunted object removal, spiritual cleansing, smudging, white candle clearing, feng shui, rice and salt. All right, so we'll read Jay's horror story he posted in the scary thing, because I think that's good. A horror story I just thought up in my head. A girl wakes up screaming for her mom, saying she had a bad dream. Her mom walks in and says, "What's wrong?" And the girl tells her she had a nightmare and that there's a monster under her bed. Her mom looks under the bed and says, "There's no monster under there, so go back to bed and everything will be fine." The mom leaves and the girl tries to go back to bed. As she is about to fall asleep, she feels something grab her arm. She screams in panic, but her mouth is covered real quick. She hears her mom say, "Shh, that thing is not your mom. I was under your bed hiding from it. I was going to warn you, but heard it coming up the stairs." The girl and mom both try to make an escape out the window, but the thing comes in and kills the mom, ripping her apart. The girl screams and suddenly wakes up in bed with a continuous nightmare loop. Oh man, that would be a scary nightmare over and over again. Oh, a nightmare loop where you just keep waking up, but you're never actually waking up. It's just you're waking up and waking up. Ooh. Cookie says, "I can't sleep." What is smudging? Let's see. Smudging is... Okay, here we go. Many people think smudging is a pagan or Wiccan ritual. It's actually not specific to any religion. Anyone can do it. To smudge your home, first get some smudging sticks online or gather dried sage and sweetgrass and tie it so it looks like a rod. You can also buy sage incense for the same effect. Light the smudging stick or incense and let it burn a few seconds, then blow it out. You want the smoke, not the flame, to clear the spirit. Then walk through your house and stop in every room. Open a window in each room to let the spirit out. This is very important. Make sure you get the sage smoke in every corner of the room. You wave the smoke into each nook and cranny if you need to. As you push the smoke into the corner, say something like, "This smoke clears the spirit, ghost, and negative energy out of this house." Then command the spirit to leave through the window. When you finish all the rooms, go back and close each window. You may have to do this once per week for a month. Spirits can be stubborn. Ooh. All right. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. Before we get to using the techniques listed above, let's address one situation that can't be solved. Residual hauntings. Oh man. There are such things as residual hauntings. They're echoes from the past. There is no ghost or spirit involved. It's simply a scene from the past playing over and over. In time, the energy will weaken and it will dissipate. The 8 techniques will not work. You just have to live with it. Back to the 8 techniques. Number 1, negotiating. That's right, you can talk a spirit into leaving your home. This works with intelligent hauntings. You, as a living person, can talk to the spirit to move on. Living people are the masters of this plane of existence, so they have much more power than most believe. I would ask you to be kind to the spirit. It was another human being at one point, so please be respectful when you ask it to move on or leave your residence. Note, negotiating doesn't work on elementals, fairies, demons, and poltergeist. It works for intelligent hauntings with human spirits. Number 2, holy water. We haven't used holy water to remove a spirit, so we're assembling this information from our library on ghosts and spirits. Sources listed at the end of this post. After you fill a container with holy water, dip your fingertips in it to make a cross on every door in your home. Front door, back door, room doors, any and every door. As you do this, say a prayer that calls on your gods to remove the spirit from your home. In order for this to work, you really need to put your belief into it. It has to be total belief in the gods. Number 3, haunted object removal. We've covered this topic before. See our post of haunted objects and remedies. Okay, that's it. I guess we have to go and look at their posts to see that. Oh my god, the pictures in this thing are crazy. It's one of those baby dolls where when you lift it up, its eyelids open, and then when you put it down, its eyelids close or whatever. Except it's what this baby's broken, its eyes are all like jacked up looking. Jay says, probably I think this thing is attached to me and not my house. Yeah, that's true. It could be. All right, haunted objects removal. Possessed possessions, demon dolls, haunted objects. You never know what you bring home with you from an antique store or yard sale. Learn how to break the ghostly bond with your possessions. We've all heard the stories about demon dolls and other haunted objects. In most cases, a family member buys an antique that just happens to have something paranormal attached to it. Now you have to think twice about that item you buy from eBay. 2 kinds of haunted objects. 1, they absorb the energy of their previous owner. 2, they're cursed by a magical ritual. Unfortunately, Ghostly Activities isn't a subject matter expert on magic systems. However, we did find a reputable site with information on breaking curses. Now, back to breaking the ghostly bond with a haunted object. Most common haunted objects. Haunted objects can be anything. The most common possessed possessions include dolls, jewelry, antique bed frames and headboards, paintings, especially self-portraits, mirrors, clothing, especially gowns, and chairs. It's obvious why these objects absorb energy. They either have a great deal of contact with their owner, or they capture the image of the owner, like a mirror. Ooh. An untimely death could also give the energy to charge the object. For example, a bride who dies on her wedding night could definitely charge her gown and wedding ring with enough essence to become haunted. Always ask about the item's history before buying it. If needed, you could ask a psychic gifted with psychometry to test the objects before you bring them home. The psychic can pick up on the vibes on the object and tell you if it's good or bad energy. If you experience any ghostly activities, we strongly recommend you call someone to test the object right away. Whoa. Cookie says, now I'm beginning to think if I can have continuous nightmare loop in the Get Spooked chat. Yeah, you probably could. Helen Chucky dolls, exactly. Possessed objects. Jay says, I'm pretty sure it loves to see me work out. Jay. Oh. Let's see. Hey, Dustin TV, how are you? Good to see you. We're just talking about how to remove spooky ghosts from houses. All right, haunted objects, dormancy and activity. Many objects remain dormant until there's a change in its environment. Usually that means a new owner takes it into a new home, or you move it to someone's home. That change in energy can activate the object. We had one client with a haunted object in her wall. It was a cooking utensil used during the Civil War. Her home was a field clinic during a battle in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Renovators knocked down a wall and exposed the clinic's kitchen, and the haunting activity began. Once she donated the kitchen remnants and utensils to a local museum, the activity stopped. If you do have a haunted object, the following ghostly activities happen. Your possessions move on their own, not necessarily the haunted object. Apparitions and shadow people manifest. Nightmares become frequent, 3x per week or more. Bad luck happens around the home, minor injuries or plumbing, electrical problems. Illnesses become more frequent, like colds, flu, and food poisoning. The timing varies on these activities. Usually they start within the first 2 weeks, but it can happen on the anniversary of the previous owner's death. Haunted object solutions. There are 5 ways to break the bond with the haunted object. 1. Spiritual cleansing of the object and home. 2. Cleanse the object with salt. 3. Return it to its original place. 4. Bury it in a graveyard. Or 5. Burn it. Woo! Jay, you have a porcelain doll collection? Oh my god, Jay. You gotta be kidding me. That is you have this haunted objects. James, that's true. Oh, Dustin said, I just watched The Supernatural. Nice. Well, Jay, the Gamer Boy, recommended a Discord channel called Get Spooked, where we can talk about scary things, movies, hauntings, stories, nightmares, all that kind of stuff. And he talked about having a haunted house. And we're trying to look at ways that he can unhaunt his house. PD said in the Discord, here is something kind of spooky I dream about the future sometimes, but I don't know that for sure. There is just many times where something is happening for what feels like the second time. It's the same exact way, and it's kind of weird. Ooh, that is kind of weird, like deja vu in your dream. All right, so you can burn a haunted object. Is the last resort. Burning always works, but then you've lost your money. Plus, you could burn down the block. So we say don't burn anything. We recommend using salt cleansing and spiritual cleansing before doing anything too drastic. All right, Jay, I think that you may have haunted objects in your possession. All right, spiritual cleansing. A member of the clergy can clear a spirit, but most people don't ask for their assistance. You can use a different method, though. Bring some religious objects from your church and ask the priest or pastor to bless them. Then place the objects in the room with the most ghostly activities to drive the spirit out. However, this could also drive the spirit to neighboring rooms, attic, or basement. It may be better just to have your entire home blessed. We already talked about smudging. Oh, here's one. White candle clearing. I've used this method on a few occasions. Buy a brand new white candle. A used candle will not work. You need to use a new candle for each room. It does not matter what kind. The white symbolizes purity or the divine. Light the candle in the room with the spirit, walk around the room, and command the spirit, ghost, or negative entity to leave. Repeat as needed to clear the room. You can open the window and order the spirit to leave like you do with smudging. Cookie says, don't question what I'm saying on Discord. I need to bless the bugs so they don't crap on the carpet. Here are the ones that are oh my god, Jay, really? Jay, why do you have those dolls? Each one of those look haunted. I think it's mostly that the third one from the left with the black hair and the little smirk. That looks like a real face. Oh. Interesting. All right, let's tell a story. Nice. Oh, that Thomas the Train Engine's creepy.
I love Scotch. Scotch is Scotch.
All right, Washington County News Station, Utah, with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for your super chat. Great to see you. Welcome to the stream. Rich Atwood says, "Hey, hey Chief, sorry I missed you all a couple days ago. I had a seizure." Oh no, Rich. I hope you're doing better. Are you home or did you have to go to the hospital? Hello, hello. Welcome in a Washington County News Station. We're talking about spooky things right now. All right, so white candle clearing is like smudging, apparently. Feng Shui, I've never known anyone to use it, but you can arrange the room to allow the movement of positive energy to clear the spirit. I'm not an expert, so here's a link to a book on Feng Shui. The goal is to clear clutter and align your living space with good positive energy. Rice plus salt. You can use rice to move the spirit out of your house. First, pour white rice around the outside of your house, as close to the foundation as possible. This is to lure the spirit out of your home. Then it will start counting the rice. Really? After a couple of days, when the spirit has moved outside, pour kosher sea salt around the house just like you poured the rice. The salt will block the spirit from entering. If you still have ghostly activity after using these methods, you want to call a professional to help clear your home. That is interesting. Can you imagine the ghost is outside counting the rice grains? Oh my goodness, that would take forever. Oh, Rich says, went to the hospital and I'm home, all beat up. Oh man, Rich, I hope you get to feeling better. All right, so Jay, I would say that you definitely, with those dolls, have the haunted objects. So I think that what you're hearing, the scratching noise that you're hearing, I think is one of your dolls running around. Oh my goodness, it's just like Pacify, Jay. It's like those little dolls on Pacify. That's what you hear. You hear them just running around. They have those tiny little feet. Oh my God. I just thought of that. That is so true. Jay is living in the house from Pacify. The dolls. Except you don't have the little creepy girl. PD, what are all these Thomas the Train Engine scary things? Oh man. Oh no, there's a clown one in there. Whew. Okay, so yeah, so I think you need to do that. Oh, for sure. All right. Is it weird that I don't want to cleanse my house? I love being scared. I don't know why I'm weird like that. I mean, I think if you're okay with it, if you're okay with it, and I'm sure they're okay with it. Maybe though, so you kind of like that being scared plus being kind of, I don't know, at odds with the spirits? Is that what you're saying? Because if you're not scared of them and don't want to get rid of them, why not try to befriend them? Why not try to talk to them? You know, maybe they can do something for you, like, I don't know, protect your house, you know, when you're not there, or, you know, bring you gold coins or something. I don't know. Oh, that could be it. Because it hasn't done harm, yeah. Helen would be running through the house with like 100 candles and a bunch of sage, just running through there trying to cleanse the house. She'd probably end up burning the house down trying to get rid of the spirits. Yeah, spirits, bring me a snack or a pizza. Some spirits are harmless, yeah. But I think that anything is spooky. If you're not expecting it, like me, I'm just sitting here, and if something was like behind me, like being spooky, if it was nice or mean, I mean, I would be scared either way. But I think that if you're like okay with that being scared, like if you kind of like it, I think I would be okay with just saying, hey, do you want to play? Because you've seen those scary movies where they have like the kids in the room, and the mom is like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm just playing with so and so, you know, and you see the ball rolling across the floor, and the little kid's just fine, you know, rolling the ball. I mean, that would be kind of cool to like be engaged in I don't know, an activity or talking to that spirit. You know, that would be kind of cool. And the parents always like, no, it's a ghost. And it's like, well, it wouldn't bother you if you were nice to it. You know? Yeah, I think it's a little girl spirit in that doll. She probably just wants to play, Jay. And she's probably scared to like ask you to play, so she kind of like chases you around in the dark and hopes that you'll be like, you know, do you want a snack? Or do you want to play with the ball? And it also depends on how old the spirit is, you know? Because that's one thing we don't think about. We think the spirit's like a little girl, you know, but really, if the spirit is a little girl, how old is the spirit? If it's like a little girl from like 1900, that's 100-year-old spirit. It may have the shape and thought of a little girl, but it's old, you know? So what it knows is different than what we know. So, you know, the little girl might not want to watch TV because they didn't have TVs. She doesn't even know what a TV is. It doesn't help her any. But she might like to play jacks, you know, or dominoes or something, you know, like whatever they used to play back in 1900, skip and kick the can or whatever. So, you know, maybe by talking to it, you can find out how old it is. Maybe it just wants a soup can to kick around. Who knows? But that would be interesting just to find out where, like, how old are you? Like, when did you exist? Because it might say I'm 5 years old or I'm 10 years old. But maybe our question should be, when did you exist? because that could be 1800, 19. I mean, it could, who knows? Spirits can be as old. You could have a 10,000-year-old spirit. You know, I don't know. It could be a caveman spirit. Hey, Braden, Brand Realty, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're talking about spookiness today. But it really like gets your brain thinking, you know, like you're thinking about like, am I talking to a really old ghost, a really young ghost? Am I talking to a girl ghost, a boy ghost? Am I talking to, you know, whatever. All right. Tai T said, so I was at some sort of school, and this was the kind where the students also lived there too. None of us were allowed to go out if the barrier, a line of very tall but very dense and hard bushes. And if we did, we would be punished. A group of friends and I made a plan for one of us to escape, and I was the one picked to go out. So we rolled out the plan and managed to escape. I ran far away and realized that I had stopped at what looks like my in real life neighborhood street, and somehow knew it was where I lived in real life, even though my dream self had lived at the school for all of my dream self's life. I knocked on my IRL door, and a family that wasn't mine answered. They let me in, but always had a suspicious stare at me. Then the girl of the family took something out of the drawer in the kitchen and told me to follow her to the backyard. She disappeared into the backyard, and when I stepped out 2 steps, I had some feeling that she was around the corner and ready to stab me with the knife she got from the drawer. So I bolted back inside and to the front door. She chased after me and yelled, "Wait, come back," but I knew she was just going to stab me. Oh, that's a good one. I got out of the house and the girl was gaining on me. And before she stabbed me, I paused. Like, I literally paused the dream world. And there was an option for me to reload back into the same world, but with a different family. So that's what I did. And then the same thing happened, but with a different family. And again and again and again, hundreds of times, until finally I was greeted at the door by my mom. Then the dream ended and I woke up. Not creepy, but interesting. That's actually really creepy. That's really creepy that you had to like continually try to get away and always had the same result. All right, good night, Braden Brand. That is kind of creepy though. Nice. Whew. Man, you guys are scaring me. Ooh, here's one from space. Ready? This is from space.com. Aliens could be sucking energy from black holes. That may be how we'll find them. Aliens could be sucking power from black holes, and that could be how we spot the extraterrestrials. Scientists say. This energy harvesting technology could leave traces just outside a spinning black hole's event horizon, the boundary beyond which a black hole's gravity becomes too strong for matter and energy to escape. And the process could explain at least some flares of plasma, a white-hot form of charged gas that scientists have already detected near these massive disruptions in time and space. A new study published on January 13th in the Journal of Physical Review D proposes. And while it's not only a science fiction idea at the moment, the nearest black hole to us is thought to be more than 1,000 light years away, which is too far to be reached in many human lifetimes. If astrophysicists could ever work out a method of tapping these cosmic behemoths, rotating black holes could become a near limitless source of energy for technologically advanced civilizations. That's interesting. Could you imagine one slip up and you get sucked into a black hole? That would suck. Oh man. Snow emergency declared in DC as snow sticks. Come on. No way. I mean, there's seriously maybe like 2 or 3 inches out there. Uh-oh, Jay says non-horror things not allowed in Spooky Channel. Nice. Dun, 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 dun. All right, a snow emergency has been declared in DC for Sunday's major winter storm. Stupid. No wonder. I tried to order Whole Foods this evening. And I go on Amazon and I have my little standard Whole Foods order because around here, like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and some of the small, well, Whole Foods isn't really small, but some of the Whole Foods are smaller in size. And so I don't like to go to them because every time I go to them, there's a line, like 15, 20, 30 people, these long lines, and you have to wait. It's like one in, one out type situation. And so I'm like, I don't want to go, stand in line for an hour just to go shopping. So I just been lately ordering a few things. I'll go to the regular grocery store for most of my stuff, but there's a few things that I want to get off of from Whole Foods. And so I order, and yesterday, and it says it's going to be here today between like 3 and 5. And at like 7 o'clock, it still wasn't here because I thought maybe they're just delayed because of the snow. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Plenty of people were driving around. And so I went and finally got a message that they just canceled the order. And that's it. They just canceled it. And I chatted into the tech support and I said, well, why didn't they just try to redeliver it tomorrow? You don't have to just cancel it. Oh no, it's canceled. It was damaged in transit. I'm like, I didn't order anything that could get damaged in transit. It's not like I had like a liquids or anything. It was just like certain items like my keto bread that I can't find at half the grocery stores. I can get it there. And so, it's just stuff like that. Like, how much can you damage that in transit? They put it in paper bags. So unless like the car got in a wreck, that's the only thing I can think of. And so they canceled it. So then I was like, okay, great. So now I have to go and order it all again. But that's that. I don't even know why I was talking about that. Cookie said, I just realized I haven't posted that picture on Discord, which I showed you and Jay. No, you have not. But don't post it in the Get Spooked section. Jay says, so as for next a-thon, I say Quiplash. Quipathon. Oh, okay. So next week, this Monday, we're playing Among Us. So tomorrow we're playing Among Us. So you're talking next Monday, Quipathon. Well, Helen, I wish I could. I wish I didn't have to reorder. I have to go through and pick all of the stuff again. I asked him if they could just re-deliver it tomorrow. I said, I don't really, I'm okay not getting it today. Can I get it tomorrow? And they're like, no, they just cancel it. I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. You should have just sent me a message saying, hey, we can't deliver it today. Can we deliver it tomorrow? I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But the thing is, they authorize your debit card for that amount of money, and that's kind of bothers me that they're like, oh, it could be 3 to 5 days before it's dropped. And I'm like, so you authorize, so you kind of like have a hold on that money. You canceled the order. I'm not going to get the stuff. And now you want me to order it again, which you're going to authorize another amount of money. And it's just like, I mean, how can people like have all their money authorized, just have it canceled? It just doesn't make any sense to me. What if I ordered like a week's worth of groceries for a family of 6? And I authorized like $350 worth of groceries just to be told, oh, we're not going to deliver them. And you can't get your money back for 3 to 5 days. They might be like, I can't afford another $350 worth of groceries. James says, I ordered $210 of food through grocery. They filled $142 of it. Oh, damn. I haven't delivered Whole Foods yet, but will someday. That doesn't make sense. Have you ever ordered produce from Amazon? I haven't. I haven't, Jay, but Amazon Fresh they were trying that out, 5 or 6 years ago. So I just say by now they've probably gotten it down. And really, if there's a Whole Foods close, you're probably getting it from Whole Foods anyway. If it's not, if you don't have a Whole Foods close, then you're probably getting the Amazon Fresh, which isn't bad. Because if you think about it, a lot of that stuff sit out in the grocery store for 3 or 4 days, and if they can get it to you within a day or 2, then it's about the same as if you got it at the grocery store. Yeah. Well, Amazon has Amazon Fresh and Whole Foods. So if you have a Whole Foods close, I would imagine that even if you ordered Amazon Fresh, I would imagine it's the same batch of vegetables that your local Whole Foods would get. I mean, to be honest, because I've noticed Whole Foods now does not just carry organic. I remember Whole Foods 10 years ago, because there was one of the first, not the first, but one of the first Whole Foods was in Boulder, Colorado. So they had one in Austin, and then they had one in Boulder, Colorado. And I remember a long time ago going to that Whole Foods, and it was like it was like one of those health stores almost. Like everything was like highly organic and small batch and this, that, and the other. And I was at Whole Foods the other day, and I noticed their produce. They have organic produce, and then they have non-organic produce. So and really you can't tell where everything's at. I'm like, why are there lemons here and lemons over there? Well, this one's the non-organic, and those are the organic ones. And I was like, I thought everything was organic in the vegetable spots, but I don't know. So, but I think that's why they're carrying more non-organic stuff, is because that way they can fulfill Amazon Fresh through the same logistic lines. Dun, 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 dun. My 20 pounds of jerky. Yeah, no, James, what I'm thinking is, so Amazon really has pioneered the localized logistics method. So they have all these giant warehouses where they localize their logistical pieces. So what I'm thinking is, now when they bought Whole Foods, I'm thinking not all of it, because some of it's Whole Foods specific, but the 360 brand that used to be Whole Foods generic brand is now sold on both Amazon Fresh and at Whole Foods. So what I'm wondering is if they probably have some sort of a local hub where they keep a lot of that stuff. And then when Whole Foods orders it, some of it comes from the company, some of it comes from the Amazon warehouse. I'm thinking, I don't know. All I know is that HQ2 there is coming out here to Virginia, and whatever they're doing around here, most of the stuff I get delivered within hours of ordering it. So it's like today on Friday I ordered like a couple cables for my computer, DisplayPort cables. And it said it was going to be here Tuesday, and it showed up this morning. And I was like, damn, it was like really fast. All right. Christina says in the Discord to get spooked, I had this ghost named Sarah. We were friends for a while, and one day I told my mom. So I did, and then she did not see anyone. So then said if I was okay, and I said I was fine. And then she said something weird, and then Sarah said, kill your mom. And I said, wait, what? No? And then Sarah said, if you won't, I will. So she said, you have 1 month. And I said to my mom that we have to move in a month. And she said, why? And I explained. And she said, pack your things, we are leaving. I said, okay. And then we went to a hotel to sleep. And in a month we moved. And I never saw her again. The end. Nice. That's a good one. James says goodbye. Oh man. Very abrupt, James. What's PT? PT Silent Hills Full HD Long Play Walkthrough Gameplay. Ooh. IT says watch this full screen, lights off, and preferably headphones in with moderate volume. All right, is that a good one? PT Silent Hill. Oh, these are some scary posts, y'all. What is that thing falling down the stairs? Oh, man. Oh, they never got the full game out? That sucks. Is this thing? Okay, good. This video like started playing and then I'm hoping it was muted. Nice. Look at the name, the recent dono. It goes way off the box. Oh, I know. Look at that. It goes way over here. I didn't even notice that. I wonder if I can, hold on, let me see. Let's see, not that one. Not that one. This one. I wonder if I can, I wonder if I can tell it just don't go so far. I like that. How's that? There we go. Nice catch, Jay. All right, let me try it on. Actually, I'm going to do that on all of these. All right, let's try it on this one. Hopefully it doesn't screw up the name. Oh, nope. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it just resizes it based on the name. but I fixed that one. There we go. Oh, crazy. Chopper says, hey, the world's best YouTuber. You're no cap the best. Thank you. Oh, super scary thing in 3, 2, 1. Oh, yo. Ooh, Thai tea. Everything's no spoiler. When the radio man said, look behind you, it was dark. When I was watching, and I was sitting in the middle of the room. Creepiest thing I've ever experienced in like forever. It's behind you. That's that one song that I play on the horror nights. It's on that radio station, Industrial. And it's like, it's behind you. It scares the crap out of me. Chopper says, I'm Zach Long. I changed my name. Oh, hey, Zach. You guys and your name changes, I get confused. Do you watch Nuke's Top 5 Horror Channel? Helen does not like scary things, Jay. She can barely make it. She can barely make it through scary gameplay. Cookie said, I'm going to go get some sleep. Good night, people. Good night, Cookie. Have a good day at school tomorrow. I have never played Fortnite before. But Debug is going to give me a lesson on how to play Minecraft. So that'll be my first time playing Minecraft. Do you have the free Minecraft? I don't know. He sent me a link to something. I don't know if it's free or not. I haven't checked. Oh yeah, in a few hours, Cookie. You gotta be up to do your thing very soon. Oh my goodness. Idaho man wins lottery for the 6th time. You gotta be kidding me. How's that fair? An Idaho man can now call himself a lotto winner 6 times over. Brian Moss from Meridian won a $250,000 prize from a crossword scratch game on Thursday, making his 6th ever lotto win. However, this marks his first top prize and by far the largest. Jeez. That'd be crazy. Helen says, you're right, Chief. I watch a few minutes, then I think the ghosts are going to come get me. I know. Helen always stops in on Scary Game Night. She stops in, and then she disappears. And I'm like, oh, she doesn't like to watch the scary games. She doesn't like to, it's behind you. Oh. Ooh, Christina says Fortnite is good. I can teach you. I've watched some people play Fortnite. I get really confused. Idaho winner is a cheater. It looks like he's won 6 scratch. Like 250,000 was the biggest, it says. So I think they're calling it. They're kind of like the scratch ticket hand pays, Helen. The ones that you have to redeem from the lotto office that are too big for the grocery store or whatever. You know which game scared me the most was the Jimmy game. That one was the scariest to me. And I was just because it just like always jumped out at you. Everything was just jumping out at you. And I couldn't use the key. I couldn't use the arrow keys. That was another annoying piece. So I feel very accomplished today. I vacuumed the floor behind me. So it's all nice and vacuumed. I had, when I'm burning the fire, it causes a lot of dust. And I think it's like micro ash. I don't know. It sucks most of it out, and I scoops, a lot of it out, but I think that a lot still like kind of causes a little dust. So Zach says I'm good. A little easy, nice. Jay says Jimmy is calling you, Chief. I think the next horror game night you should play. That's a good break. Yeah. Actually, what game are we going to play? Oh, I heard that in my headphones. I don't have my headphones on. What game are we going to play? Wednesday. So here's the deal. I have a work thing this coming weekend. And I'm probably not going to be, thank you for the raid, MYCY over in Twitch. I'm probably not going to be able to stream Friday night. So I think that I'm going to have to start in the morning, afternoon on Friday, and I won't be back until Sunday afternoon. So we might have to change game night. Maybe we'll do, instead of Friday night game night, maybe we'll make it a Sunday night game night. That might work. What do you guys think? So we'll probably not have a Friday night game night this Friday because I'll be out. But we should be okay for movie night and just chatting on Sunday. And if we're looking at doing a Quiplash-a-thon on Monday, not tomorrow, but next Monday, should we just skip Friday night game night, or should we look at doing some games on Sunday, maybe instead of movie night? Just start with a game night. What do you guys think? Ooh, that's true. Random scary games. I bet you there's some new ones on itch.io. Let's look. Actually, Jay, you know what? You know what, Jay? Jay. I still have a game that I haven't played yet. 2 games that I haven't played yet. So I have Contradiction, which is an all-video murder mystery adventure. That one is the same creators as At Dead of Night with Jimmy, but this one's an all-video one, and it's a murder mystery adventure. I also have Little Nightmares. Remember that one, Jay? So I haven't played Little Nightmares yet at all. So that's something that we could play as well, is start up Little Nightmares. So that's not too bad. MYCY says, do a Friday morning game morning so I don't have to attend. MYCY, if I did that, you would just stay up all night and watch. Oh, hold on. I think my dog wants the door open. I'll be right back. Okay. Apparently the door was open and he's just being really creepy, like Jimmy. All right. MYCY says, I can't even stay up past 12 a.m. Pacify, yeah. We still have to play Pacify, but I want to really wait until Jay can get his updated, so Jay can play. And we've got some Twitch-only streams coming up. So that's another thing. Since we've been doing this new schedule, how long have we been doing this? Like 2 or 3 months, the new schedule? I'm trying to play. We've adjusted the times a bit to see if it works a little better, but I'm trying to get everything to work really well together. And I like group play games, but I also like single player games as well, just because we can play and chat, you know what I mean? So I really want to make sure that there's just so many games. I wish I could like stream every day, all day. That would be fun. If I could be a full-time streamer, that would be cool. But unfortunately, I'm always working and around work and stuff. So we still got to play some Pacify. We got to learn some new games. Like Fortnite, Minecraft, The Sims, Age of Empires. Yeah. Little Nightmares. Hansel and Gretel. Zoolander. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What am I missing? So Helen votes for games on Sunday. Jay says games on Sunday. We could look at a random Itch.io game day. That would be okay. Those are fun. Some of them are fun too, you know, like those scary... Remember when we did that one where it was like the scary text messages? That one freaked me out. I don't know why, but I could just see that happening on my... Like, I get a text, I'm like, are you a scary killer or not? Christina says, I like YouTube. I know, we got to do some Twitch ones, though. Oh, do you need to go outside? Hold on, I gotta go out. Little Max TurtleHawk likes to play in the snow, but he doesn't like to get his feet wet. So it's kind of a contradiction, but he likes the snow. So he goes out there and then he runs back in and dries his feet off on the towel. I have a little towel on the floor when he comes. It's behind you. Oh, yes, good horror novels as well. Faux show. I wonder if, let's look at Itch.io real quick. MYCY says, do daily streams. I'm just going to plan something very dumb. I went to... Oh, I see. I went to ichi.io. Helen. And it comes up to a webpage that just says FooBar. Oh my god, my air conditioner or my heater is like really loud. It's got all the snow on top. All right, are you talking, Jay? Are you talking about the visual novels or the horror games? What's a visual novel? Oh no, those aren't really scary. Some of these are like missed messages. Oh, maybe they are scary. Oh, romance. Here we go. I can tell it just horror. There we go. Like, I don't want to read a romance novel. Okay, hold on. Ooh, here's one that says, Don't open your eyes. A short horror visual novel. Let's see what this one is. Zach says, my girlfriend just cheated on me. Oh no. That sucks. Let's see. I wish there was one that you could do. Actually, here, let me change it to web. There we go. Sonia, may I take your order? Overcursed. One last game. Bunny Hill Horror, crunchy fried games. That sounds cool. All right, let's try this. For example, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna try. Pause the music. We're gonna try this one and see how it goes. Did you keep on loving? I'll bring it up so you guys can see it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Why does it always do that? Oh, it always does this to me. Display capture. Dunsky. Move you down. Sorry. It always does this to me. Right when I'm almost got it, it just resizes it. It says F you. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, how's that? Can you guys see that? All right, let me my old headphones out here. Ooh, they fit so much better when I got my hair cut. Okay, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Look, you can see my hat's lying on my forehead. Okay. All right, can you guys see it? All right, here we go. Music, okay. Ooh, scary. Ah, my hat leaves this on my forehead. All right, we're on the bus. It says, "Welcome to the Bunny Hill Horror. This is an adventure choosing graphic novel game in which you advance by choosing options below this text. Your somewhat meager inventory is displayed by the icons above, which will flash whenever they can be useful. Once you've had a good check, ring the bell to the left of the bus driver. To let the bus driver know you're done. You've arrived at your stop. It's time to get off." Ooh, Zach gets scared easy. All right. Marcia Co. buses. You'll get buzzes from our buses. Week saver. Valid in North Staffordshire, except when not valid. Non-refundable. All right, so we got a bus ticket. We've got a post. The letter informs you to no uncertain terms that your friendly local employment office have put themselves out considerably to help you get this interview, and you had better not present yourself badly, or your dole money will be cut off. The letter is more coy about details such as what the work involves and what the salary will be, simply giving you an interview date and a time, the contact name of Oswald Mandias, and somewhat vague job descriptions of research assistant. Ooh. Mercia Co. Your voice will go miles with our mobiles. Oh, the door's open. Hold on. Okay. Scary. Alright, a Mercer Co. mobile phone. Your voice will go miles with our mobiles. Use this item to check your messages wherever you like, or add cartoon dog ears to your selfies. The world's your oyster, or it would be if you had any credit. We can... Hi there, loyal service user. We're super excited you've chosen the Mercia mobile experience. To access our full range of epic services, simply top up your credit. Today, 9 Dave. Oh, hi Dave. Do not forget pub quiz 1900 Clayton Tavern. Some weird rich guy is quizmaster. Practice, hurry up and fail your interview. Today, Claire Bear. Oh, hi Claire Bear. Good luck with your interview. Never give up. You can do it, babes. Don't forget your bezies tonight when you're rich and famous. Mine's a double vodka Lutz. Huh, I don't even know if this is English. All right, information. All right, I think that's it. All right, put the phone away. All right. Oh, you want to see something scary? Ready? Ah! 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 That's Jimmy. Jimmy's behind me. Okay. Oh no. Oh damn. Producer James says, I'm not scared. All right, we're gonna hit the bus. I thought we have to ring the bell. Oh. How do you ring the bell? Oh, here we go. Oh. You step off the bus with the same feeling of gloom and inevitable defeat that you always experience in these situations. Thanks, you say to the driver, who merely registers your cheap suit, grunts and drives off with the 3 elderly ladies who comprise the only remaining passengers this far on the edge of town. You attempt to whistle a cheery tune, but this gets drowned out by the wind. At least there's no doubt that you're in the right location. There can't be too many castles in these parts. You cross a small wooden bridge over the stream that runs along the base. Oh shit, the base of the hill, and sigh as you gazed at the monstrosity. Well, time to get this over with. You look up to take strength from the cosmos, and the cosmos respond with the first drops of rain. Okay, should we walk north up the hill, walk east along the stream, walk east along the stream, or turn back? Or west along the stream? Oh. Or should we turn back? Girl. I'm just glad I don't have the cord anymore. The cord is gone. It's cordless. Thank goodness. It's still just as loud, though. Can you play a better game? I don't like this one. Okay, then I'll pick. I would say let's walk north up the hill. There's no path up the hill, and your best, smartest shoes prove to be hazardous companions on the muddy quest. You just about keep your balance from the upteenth slip, and then notice the view of the town's suburbs, which flicker a spark of joy within you. Less welcoming is the sight of a man standing on the bridge, who is dressed in black and doesn't look as though he has any plans to move. The mental fence the metal fence to your east doesn't look welcoming either. Okay, so we're gonna have to north up the hill again. You reach the top, panting and muddy, but feeling a real sense of achievement as Bunny Hill Castle looms above you. You think you see a figure through the open arched doorway. That's a crappy castle. Enter the castle. All right. You enter an antechamber to be greeted by a besuited woman sat behind a desk. You've certainly had better greetings, you consider, as she looks you up and down for an uncomfortably long time. Service entrance is round the side, she hisses before returning to her paperwork. Two things strike you as odd about the room. One is how secure it is. The only way beyond the woman is cut off by a hefty-looking bolted door. The second curiosity is a gold nameplate on the desk which reads, Daisy Fluffington. Uh-oh, we got an email. I see, she says, taking your letter and checking it up against the sheet of paper. You're sure she's just chosen at random? Well, I suppose you are the general caliber of applicants the employment ministry seems to be shoveling on us these days. Now, if you'd just like to surrender your mobile or tablet or cloud or whatever idiot machines your kind carries these days, we shall proceed. There's a bin here. Then you can follow me inside. What was that? Did you guys hear that? Okay. How's it going? Surrender my phone. Is there an echo in here, perhaps? She asked, looking around. Or are you not quite capable of understanding basic instructions? Because even our pet, dogs can manage that. Will I get it back? For what purpose, she asked. To watch amusing cat videos? To play the latest Sonic Brothers game? No doubt, because if it helps you... I don't know where that's coming from. With all your intellectual pursuits, perhaps. Well, all the education you so clearly lack, you will receive from Mr. Mandias. Throwaway phone. Very good. Then we shall begin. Daisy opens a drawer and waves numerous sheets of paper vigorously in the air. This is the application form, the official government-approved form. It complies with the Interior Ministry's guidelines, gender equality, and data protection protocols, the Declaration of Helsinki, and probably the Warsaw Bloody Pact. Now, which gender do you identify with? Are you male, female, transgender, non-binary, or do you simply not wish to disclose such sensitive information? She rips up the sheet and makes a show of examining another. Disabilities. Are you dyslexic? Dyslexic? Did your daddy never love you? Are you colorblind, gluten intolerant, or just complete dunce who couldn't find your arse with both hands? If so, we get brownie points for giving you the job you don't deserve. Isn't that nice and progressive? Let's keep it simple instead, shall we? She scrunches up all but one sheet of paper and lays it in front of you. What is your name? Right, Pat McGroin. Very good, says Daisy, and then her eyebrows narrow. Oh, I say we have a comedian. I used to be a school mistress. Oh, who's that? Who is that? Oh, man. I knew how to deal with undesirables then, and I know how to deal with them now. She approaches you holding a ruler when you notice another figure has entered the room. Her eyes follow yours, and her manner instantly changes. This is the new applicant, sire. Daisy's voice loses its razor edge and takes on a breathy tone. You know, another of the employment ministry's referrals. Excellent. The new arrival's voice is deep and silken, and he has a gleam in his eye as he walks over and lays a hand on your shoulder. It's always a pleasure to welcome new arrivals into our happy team. You look like a good, trustworthy local sort. We must show you the ropes. Miss Fluffington, would you lock up, please? Of course, sire. Ooh, man. You're led through a round, torchlit corridor and into a stately parlor which smells of sawdust and paint, while unopened boxes give the sense of a new space waiting to be filled. Despite this, the tastes are very old-fashioned, as if reading your mind, the man begins the old and the new. Both have much to learn from each other, do they not? My company has come a long way through advances in communications, database management, and pharmaceuticals. But what does it all mean if the values of the past are forgotten? Chivalry, class, breeding, these cannot be lost. I was bred for success, but I still find time to host my quizzes at the local tavern. Fraternizing with the serfs is what keeps a true leader down to earth. On the wall hangs a painting, while a newspaper lies on the table by the gentleman. All right, let's see. Let's say, examine the painting. You wander up to the painting to get a closer look. I do beg your pardon, says Ozymandias. Do you believe you are a guest in my castle, free to peruse my valuable artwork and trinkets? Your understanding is erroneous. Now go and attend to your duties. What do you want me to do? For now, your job will be very simple. The household will be attending the local tavern where I will be hosting the quiz and making a very important announcement. Your first task will be to keep an eye on the castle till we return. Maybe, he vaguely waves an arm, sort out the library or help Lynn feed our pets. Yes, that should do. But you never mentioned a night shift. I meant to be going to the pub quiz too. Well, I can quickly solve your problem. It's invitation only, so you would not be allowed in. However, you do have an invitation from the Ministry of Employment to do what I tell you to. Let's see, what should we do? Let's read the newspaper. I cannot believe what I'm seeing, says Oswald, who appears to have no desire to share his newspaper with you. If this insubordination continues, then your lackadaisical attitude will need to be beaten out of you. Oh. Let's say, so what do you want me to do? Oh, no, I've already read that. Okay. Leave the room. You are in a corridor which circles around the ground floor of the castle. Some of the rooms don't look quite ready yet, but the ones that do have gold plates on the wooden doors. A spiral staircase leads up to the first floor, but its descent is blocked until the builders can finish the job. A painting adds some color to the torchlit walls. Did somebody just hear a cough? Oh. Okay, so let's climb the stairs. You are in the upstairs corridor of Bunny Hill Castle. The doors are marked with gold plates. Daisy Fluffington, Alfleed Mandius, and Osthyrie Mandius. The staircase leads further up, but again, this will need more work before it can be climbed. Another painting decorates this area. I just heard the cough again. Oh, here we go. An inscription beneath the painting reads, "The Blessed Guillaume de Toulouse, tormented by demons." Enter Daisy's room. Oh. With some trepidation, you enter Daisy's room to be greeted with a cloying smell of sickly perfume. Hundreds of eyes gaze at you as you enter, which you quickly attribute to a sizable doll collection. Jay, your doll collection that lines the walls. The rest of the room is also a mess, with clothes strewn over the floor and bottles of pills on top of the dressing table and surrounding carpet. Examine the pill bottles. You check the bottles. There are potions and lotions for everything from dermatitis to iron deficiency to insomnia. One bottle that might come in useful is labeled Dreamy, Sleepy, Nighty, Snoozy Snooze. Take the sleeping potion. As you pocket the sleeping draught, you hear rapid footsteps and a loud bang from behind you. This probably isn't good. "What in the name of Christ are you doing in my room?" demands Daisy. "Well, I got lost and you began," but Daisy isn't interested and grabs your arm, dragging you to the door. "Get out, now! I will stay here for the present to ensure that you do not violate my area again." She pushes you out and slams the door in your face. "At least you got the potion you considered." All right, the sleepy draught found in Daisy Fluffington's bedroom. It is branded Dreamy, Sleepy, Nighty, Snoozy Snooze, and apparently banned in most European countries. All right, let's enter, however you say this name. Oh, hello. You enter the room and immediately jump. "Oh, I'm sorry," you began. "I was just, The semi-naked woman sat on the floor. Keep still just long enough to let your discomfort grow, and then grins. "Meditation," she says. "It's very stressful living in the modern world. That's what Daddy always says." Then she puts on a comically deep voice. "Mark my words. Then have machines to think for us. Next, they'll have machines to live for us." Silly, really. Although maybe he has a point. Anyways, I'm Elf. Thanks for stumbling in. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Okay, tell me about this one. Osthe. Oh yeah, you mean Sissy Faye. I don't know what's happened to her. She looks nervous at you as her speech speeds up. I mean, she was here for 1 minute and I'm sure she's around, and I'm not sure she hasn't run off. And she was acting a bit secretive, and maybe she's run off. You make a show of breathing slowly through your nose, and she copies you. "Oh, yes, haha," she stammers. "Meditation, that's right. I know she's around somewhere. If you find her, could you take a photo and send it to me? I'd love to, you say. But that fluffy woman took my phone." "Fluffy woman," she laughed. "I like that. Not to worry, you can have Daddy's DECT phone. He's going to host the pub quiz tonight, so he won't take it. He likes to pretend he doesn't have a phone himself, silly man. Hit me up on 12169 when you need to. 12169. An internal phone that allows you to connect to anyone inside the castle only, or would do if you had their numbers. Worryingly, this one appears to belong to Oswald Mandias. Okay, can you get me out of here? Oh, Chopper, what is your question? get out of here? I can barely remember the code for the front door. I usually just ask Daisy. If you make it outside and get in my good books, I might let you leave Bunny Hill for a couple of hours. After all, I suppose I'm technically your boss now, aren't I? And that means you have to follow absolutely any order I give you until I'm satisfied. What is this? This better not be bad. Yes, that can be a bit confusing, can't it? The other 3 research assistants are called Kevin, Karen, and Kathy. Clever, isn't it? Please tell me your name begins with K. Actually, no, don't. That would spoil it. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen any of them. Still, I suppose Daddy has them hard at work somewhere or another. Ooh. She says, you can stay in the doorway for now, or I'll get on the DECT phone and Big Bad Bob will be straight up here. Can't have just anyone wandering in when I'm so helpless. That's only for special friends. Okay, bye. Okay, now let's check out Ozzy's room. Ooh, it's crappy. You enter the room of the curiously named Ostrithe. The walls are sparse and everything is tidy to the point where it doesn't appear this bedroom is even being lived in. A bed and a bedside table comprise the only 2 pieces of furniture in the room. Ooh. Do I have family with me? I do. I have tons of family with me. You pull open a section of the bedside table to discover 2 photographs of pretty blonde girls, presumably in their 20s, a ballpoint pen, and a book of cryptic password puzzles that is largely completed. Besides these, the drawer is bare. Examine the bed. I haven't played this one. Oh, you've played this one? Deciding that there must be more to this room than total sterility, you check the bed without much hope. The sheets are silky smooth, the counterpane is clean, and you spot something poking out of the duvet. It's a folded sheet of paper with a handwritten message. Ooh. Read the message. It says, Dear sheet of A4 lined paper. I know this has not got the same ring to it, has it, Mr. A4? But I had to burn my real diary. That fluffy arse lady has been poking and prodding around in this room. I know it. It feels like the whole house are closing ranks on me. Even that perv Bob hasn't been trying to get into my knickers lately. They know I'm close to discovering the truth, and I'm scared what might happen before I do. Father keeps a dignified silence as ever, and Sis has vanished so far into whatever weird and wonderful world she lives in, wherever she's not flashing her tits at anything with a pulse, of course. That she's too unpredictable to trust. Even Lynn, he's a friend, but he might fold under pressure. Tonight I'm going down to the crypt to find out what their stupid Mercia plans really are. I need to know what happened to the 3Ks and what lies in store for the next research assistant. If anyone else is reading this, that means I haven't been able to return and destroy this message. If you want to follow me, you'll need to be smart. So remember to say aloud, oh, for the one to hate. It seems the whole household has been infected with madness, and I'm not going to succumb to it. Isn't that right, Mr. A4? Love, Faye. You decide to keep the improvised diary for further reference. Tonight I'm going down to the crypt. Oh, we already read that. Okay. Da, 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 da. All right, so let's see. Let's leave. All right, we've done all that. So go downstairs. Okay. Oh, examine the painting. An inscription beneath the painting reads, "Heads of Angels." Interesting. Okay. Should we enter the library? The library appears to be a work in progress, featuring a bookcase containing a single slim leather volume which somehow stands upright in the middle of its shelf. On the floor are 3 big cardboard boxes, one of which is open, a painting which sits at the foot of the wall, patiently waiting to be hung up, and a glass-fronted frame containing 2 newspaper clippings. The only open box contains a section of books with a typed note which reads, "Dear Mr. Mandias, thank you for your purchase of Insta Library, real leather-bound books, all coated with wispy gray dust effect for the genuine appearance of classy expertise. No lawyer's study, private medical practice, or upmarket gentleman's club is complete without it. Now contains multi-size volumes of lorem ipsum filler text for those hard-to-fill gaps." Haha, that's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so read a book. You take a volume of poetry and flip it open at random. It reads, "She left the web, she left the loom. She made 3 paces through the room. She saw the water lily bloom. She saw the helmet and the plume. She looked down to Camelot. Out flew the web and floated wide. The mirror cracked from side to side. The curse is come upon me," cried the Lady of Shalott. The Lady of Shalott, 1832. There's a one-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. There's a broken-hearted woman tends to grave of mad Keru, and the yellow god Fever forever gazes down. The green eye of the little yellow god, 1911. Okay, we're not reading more of this. All right, examine the painting. An inscription below the painting reads, "Hylas and the Nymphs." Super. Examine the newspaper cutting. You peruse the newspaper clippings that take pride of place in glass-coated picture frames in front of the Mercia Sentinel, dated from the last week. The much-anticipated Bunny Hill Castle yesterday opened its doors as a new hub of high-tech industry, culture, and leadership. Upon the hilltop with its commanding views of North Stratfordshire, celebrated entrepreneur and philanthropist Oswald Mandias was in high spirits as he greeted the visiting dignitaries and public supporters. "It gives me great pride to declare this wonderful building open to all," he declared. "No longer will our fair region languish in the shadows, but now will be a beacon shining brightly on the international stage." Proceedings took a sour turn as a small number of virtual signaling protesters tried to interrupt the occasion. Fortunately, security personnel and their dogs were on hand to mete out justice. To celebrate the building's launch, the Mercia Sentinel is giving away tickets to next week's celebrity pub quiz at the Clayton Tavern, usually only available to friends of Mr. Mandias, and see our jobs section for new handyman, domestic, and research assistant positions based in the castle. All right. Dun, 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 dun. The other article is also from the Sentinel, dated 2 months ago. Stratfordshire businessman Oswald Mandia scored a resounding victory yesterday in Parliament when his bill to relax good clinical practice guidelines passed by 5 votes. GCP, which was previously the international standard for clinical research, has been seen by many to be unwieldy. Hey Peeves, how are you? How was Chucky? Chucky was great. Very scary. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing a scary read through right now. This is a great day for healthcare, declared Mr. Mandias. For too long, well-meaning companies like Mercia Co. have had our hands tied by red tape and antiquated regulations such as GCP. I ask you, if you or a loved one were dying of a complicated illness, would you want the drug companies to do everything in their power to save your life? I've known important research trials delayed because a date was in the wrong format. You couldn't make it up. The updated guidelines now allow for implied consent onto clinical trials, healthcare practitioners to have general rather than specific training, and, continued on page 94, judging from the article, you feel you could make a shrewd guess at which celebrated entrepreneur and philanthropist owns Mercia Sentinel. All right, examine the bookshelf. The only book on display has a leather dust jacket with golden writing which reads Clayton Sewage Committee Minutes, 1968 to 69. Of course, this would be the first choice for any self-respecting library, you think. Read up on sewage. Oh yeah, we had to reset the Chucky movie about an hour in after I scooped the snow. You tried to take the sewage book, but it appears somehow stuck. Then it jolts slightly towards you with a clunk. A whirling noise then makes you step back, and you realize that the bookshelf has shifted to one side, revealing a dark passage behind you. Or behind. You hope all the puzzles are this easy. Enter the passage. Oh, spooky. You find yourself in a dank and claustrophobia-inducing section of the castle, which is announced as the crypt by a gold-plated sign on the wall, and several coffins which stand in stone enclaves beneath you. The northern entrance of the passageway leads to the library, while you hear barking and loud banging through the southern door. A hazardous spiral staircase leads downwards. Enter door to south. Oh, examine the coffins. Watching your step, you descend the stone stairs and read the coffin inscription, which appears to have been carved recently. They mainly denote Mandias ancestors through the centuries. Others are marked with epithets such as unknown God-fearing peasant and loyal servant to the kingdom of Mercia. A chink of light flashes from the only metal object down here. It's a 5-digit combination lock attached to a doorway, cleverly hidden among the coffins. Oh, ooh, you know what we need? 12169. You enter the numbers to the lock, and as if by magic, nothing happens. Oh, okay. I just thought that might work. Enter the door to the south. Oh! Who's this? How on earth do you get a gate to be more creaky? This guy's a mentalist, pure and simple. You don't think the workman has so much as glanced in your direction, but the remark appears addressed to you. You decide to introduce yourself. Hi, I've drenched the joints in boiling water, I've dropped grit down there, sandpaper maybe, but then I'd have to take the sodding thing apart. He'll be asking for more spider webs in the crypt next. You are in immaculately cut garden sloping down the hill. It is littered with heavy equipment and gravestones on freshly dug earth. You spot a shed to the east, beside which huge canines lie dormant. The whole enclosure is fenced off. You hand Lynn the diary, and his expression darkens as he reads through it. These dogs are really throwing me off. You didn't make this up? He looks intensely into your eyes and then sighs. No, of course you didn't. Bloody daft thing to be doing an hour into your job. I don't like this at all. They told me she was visiting her mother in rehab. Well, I don't know the code for the crypt, but it sounds like she's already told you. Just follow her instructions. She always was one for crosswords and cryptic clues, was Faye. Okay. They're supposed to be lying dormant, but they're in there barking. All right, so we need to read the letter. Tonight I'm going to the crypt to find out what their stupid Marcia plans really are. I need to know what happened to the 3Ks and what he's has in store for the next research assistant. If anyone else is reading this, that means I haven't been able to return and destroy the message. If you want to follow me, you'll need to be smart. Remember to say aloud, "Oh, for one to hate." Oh, get it? Tell me what these numbers are. Tell me what these numbers are. O for 1 to hate. O for 1 to hate. What are those numbers? O. I'm thinking it's O for 1 to 8. O for 1 to 8. O for 1 to 8. That's what it is. O for 1 to 8. We did it! Thinking you've decoded Faye's puzzle, you enter the buttons with confidence. With a faint click and then a brief mechanical whirl, the door unlocks. Enter the subterranean door. 69, says Chris. Oh, look at this place. This is nasty. This is the laboratory. What is that sound? Okay. You descend the dark stone steps to be hit by a foul stench. As you reach the bottom, a fluorescent light flickers and then stays on. Dull, groaning noises echo around your head. Take us to the masturbatorium, Chris says. The room consists of a computer which is turned on next to an uppity pile of papers, and besides cupboards and shelving, 2 closed metal doors appear to be the source of the noise. They are marked Cell A and Cell B. Oh God, let's go check out Cell A. Oh, jeez! As you approach the door, the ominous moaning and stench increases. Although there is a keyhole on the door, the handle turns smoothly. Bracing yourself, you pull the door back and choke as the smell of feces and God knows what else assaults you. 3 wailing figures are tied up in the cell. They fail to register your presence and gaze at the walls. There is a note on the wall, but nothing else that compels you to stay. Read the note. The note reads, "Study drug A subjects, Kevin, Karen, and Keith. New subject arrived today." Oh, talk to subjects. Hi, you manage. There is only a faint moaning in response. Good to see that you're all so... This is hopeless, you decide. Leave. Okay, what about cellmate? There you go. Let's go to cell B. Oh, you open the door to be greeted by the smell of rotting meat. The room is small and dark, but you discover the source of the odor to be hunks of flesh in a dog bowl. Light shines off a coil of chains on the ground and a note attached to the wall. Oh. Shit. Sorry, I moved the wrong window. All right, read the note. Study drug B subjects. All slay missing. Recommend tighter security procedures for cell B due to strength and aggression caused by administering drugs. Take the meat. All right. The fleshy innards serve to the dungeon's test subject. It might just about pass as budget dog food quality. All you know is it stinks, and by proximity, you stink. Not a nice realization, but that's life. All right, leave. All right, use the computer.
Welcome to Merciaco, where the past comes alive.
You sit at a tatty, wheeled desk chair to see the background consist of a blue screen with Merciaco intranet in large white letters. Only a few icons are displayed. These are a phone records database, email, and internet browser. So where do you want to go today? Check the emails. Amidst the various scams, spam, and messages you see no use for, you find one that may be relevant in the sent folder. Sire, it is regrettable that you wished to mothball the genetic alterations program when we had such success with the two canines whose DNA were almost identical to dire wolves of old. But, of course, I must respect your decision. However, this does mean that we can focus on our pharmacological priorities. However, our progress on study drugs A and B are coming along rapidly. We already have the substances that permanently adhere to the brain's serotonin receptors and turn the subjects either into, in crude terms, mindless zombies or vicious, unthinking killing machines. Moving to the castle will allow us to fine-tune these experiments with minimal interference. The most important priorities now are to find a means for these substances to switch off when we require, and a means of application in unwilling subjects. Intravenous injections are, of course, impractical for our ultimate objective. Your humble servant, Dr. Korova. Yikes. Unleash Master Dean, hello, how are you? Hey Jacob, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I've missed you. We are currently in the masturbatorium on this game. You click the button marked Merciaco Telecom Records and get a list of database searches. The most recent one was checked very recently and hits close to home. You double click on this entry. Private message. Claire Bear sent today, 11:56. Good luck with your interview. Never give up. You can do it, babes. Don't forget your bezies tonight when you're rich and famous. Mine's a Dubel vodka, Luz. XXX. Dave sent today, 9 a.m. Do not forget pub quiz 1900, Clayton Tavern. Some weird rich guy is quizmaster. Practice. Hurry up and fail your interview. Further down, you find list of your entire history for messages, phone calls, internet browsing, purchases, and GPS location. Oh, that's my messages. I've been doing pretty good, Jacob. Just trying to stay warm. It snowed here today, so I've been scooping snow all day. All right, we have checked the, okay, access the internet. You double click the browser button, but are stopped in your tracks. This site is blocked by Mercia Co. intranet policy. Your attempt to access this website has been registered and reported, and a report email has been sent. Oh no. We got a record. All right, last thing we need to is examine the shelves. You try the cupboard, but they are all locked. Various files, syringes, and other drugs lie on the shelf, but these are behind glass reinforced with metal grills. You try to open one and are unsurprised to find that this is locked too. Read the papers. Hey GQS, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing really good tonight. Not wanting to be in the hellish pit for longer than necessary, you skim through the assorted newspapers and books, paying attention to sections highlighted in green. Drug epidemic in Manchester. Locals report concerns about the rising number of users of synthetic cannabinoid spice in the Piccadilly area and elsewhere. The users, typically homeless people, can be seen acting like zombies in broad daylight, often passed out in front of shops and even defecating in phone boxes. Oh no. Yikes. All right, next article. Bobby on the beat. A local male was arrested yesterday in Stoke on Trent City Center after fighting off 4 police officers for up to 10 minutes whilst vigorously self-pleasuring and claiming to be an alien. Self-pleasuring. The accused man, Bob Seville, 44, was believed to be under the influence of monkey dust, an artificial hallucinatory substance which causes paranoia and reduces pain perception. Oh, man. Wait, what's this examine the book? The use of drugs in warfare is a taboo subject, but one as old as warfare itself. From the shameless brews that aided the Zulu against the British, to the hundreds of millions of amphetamine tablets taken in World War II by the opposing sides, to the Captagon that fuels jihadists in the Middle East. Military pharmacology continues to advance in all major nations, with the Americans, Russians, and Chinese all spending heavily on research and production of the next generation of shameless brews. All right, I think we've read everything. Let's get out of here. I smell like meat. All right, so we need to go back to the south door. Okay. So, what are you doing? What am I doing? The man gives a theoretical sigh and continues in an ironic monotone. My name is Lynn. I am a happy worker currently involved in creating a new cemetery. There's got to be a cemetery, apparently, because that shows this castle has a proud heritage and wasn't just open last week. I don't even want to know where the bodies came from. Can you help me? Your second attempt at an introduction is more successful, and the man looks thoughtful as you tell your story. You're the new research assistant, then. 3 others started last week when this place opened. I heard them going up and down the steps to the crypt for a few days. Then I didn't hear them again. If I were you, I'd leave and never look back. But you didn't hear that from me. Wish I could help, but they don't let me out either. Tell you what, if you feel like investigating, let me know what you find. Okay. What are these dog things? They're dire wolves, apparently some kind of beast that went extinct thousands of years ago. But because they're old, Ozzy thinks they must be noble and wants them back. So he messes about with the DNA to get something almost but not quite right. That sums this whole place up. Rumor is he's scrapping the whole daft project. Good thing too, or we'd be up to our necks in bloody dragons by the end of the week. That's funny. Jacob, this is called Bunny Hill Horror It's a click-through novel, basically, for that. All right, so if you're unhappy, why not leave? Leave? And do what exactly? Join a traveling circus? Compose a grand opera? Play on the wing for Port Vale? I used to work for the council, and that was all right until we got outsourced to the charlatan. Now it's lower pay, worse conditions, the union reps have disappeared, and we have to do whatever old Ozzy tells us. Of course, the taxpayer still foots the bill. Good deal he's got there. All right, go east to the shed. Oh, there's the direwolves. Remember the direwolves from what's that called? Game of Thrones. That's what all of the Stark children found, all the direwolf pups. All right, you are to the east of the under construction graveyard. Fencing topped with razor wire blocks off what you presume to be private road running down the hill. There is a shed with a note pinned to the door, but the structure is flanked by huge creatures who seem to be only half asleep. The bolts required to open the shed appear unwieldy, and, more importantly, as though they'd make a lot of noise to open. A bright red dog bowl lies on the floor. It's marked Fang and Cerberus. How cute, you think? Read the note. The note is written on letterhead Mercia Co. paper and scrawled on with black marker. To-do list. Make fence door creakier. Feed monstrosities. Arrange books in library. Lock up rooms. Prepare for drug distribution. Okay, looks like we can use these here. Let's use this food. You squirt some of the sleeping potion into the dog bowl. This fails to pique their interest. You drop the tainted meat into the bowl and the beasts spring to life, almost tearing each other apart to get to the food. Once the last of the meat, gristle, and bone fragments have disappeared, they start eyeing you up, flanking you on both sides. One starts to spring up but hesitates and woozily drifts sideways. The other has lost interest in you, and soon both drop to the ground and drift off into their direwolf dreams. Ooh, we put him to sleep. Yes. All right, now let's open the shed door. All right, the shed bolts make a loud noise as you pull them back, but the direwolves are out cold. Disappointingly, the shed doesn't appear to have been stocked yet, but does contain 2 sturdy work boots, which you take before going back outside. Oh, those are nice boots. The pair of well-worn and practical work boots that you stole. These are especially practical as your special value smart shoes currently seem to be disintegrating. All right. Let's see. Go west to cemetery. We've already talked to him, so now we got to go back to the crypt. Now I got to go back to the library. We've examined the boxes. We've examined the painting. Okay, yeah, we get it. We've done the newspaper. We've entered the passage. Let's go back to the corridor. What is it, Zach? All right. What is the antechamber? We already did that, right? We got to go to the parlor. You return to the parlor, but all's well. Mendias has gone off to do whatever it is that eccentric multimillionaires do on their Tuesday afternoons. A painting hangs on the wall, and his discarded newspaper lies on the sofa. Examine the painting. An inscription below the painting reads, Queen Guinevere's Maying. Read the newspaper. All right, politicians in sex and drug scandal. 2 leading opposition cabinet members have been placed under armed arrest after allegedly spending the night on a drug and prostitute-fueled rampage from which they still haven't recovered. Anthony Adams and Brian Baldwin spent yesterday afternoon in conference with Oswald Mandias, into whom they are leading an investigation looking into allegations of bribery and other unethical business practices. Following the meeting, they were reportedly seen drinking and enjoying the company of an attractive young lady, believed to be known as Elf, when Anthony became violent, attacking bystanders with an animal-like ferocity. Meanwhile, Brian entered an almost catatonic state and is still not responding to any stimuli. Anthony is being held in a padded cell after police fired 6 taser-led to the abandonment of the investigation into Murcia. 6 taser shots to subdue him. Their actions have thrown the opposition party into disarray and have led to the abandonment of the investigation into Murcia Co. Gotcha. All right, so examine the painting, leave the room. I guess the only thing we have left is the antechamber. You tentatively enter Daisy's domain, preparing your explanation for why you were in her bedroom. Luckily, there's no need, as her chair is vacant and the desk has been tidying away, only leaving the crossword book. The front door is locked with a combination lock, which has 4 digits. The crossword only has 1 clue filled in. 10 across reads, Bree. More enigmatically and usefully, a note is scrawled on the margin of the book. Angels and demons, nymphs and the queen. You rip out and pocket Daisy's note, wondering if it will be of use. Angels and demons, nymphs and the queen. Oh, I heard someone cough. Okay. Try the lock. Oh, Lord. Do we have anything that could be useful here? Guess not. Examine the crossword book again. 10 across, Bree. I don't know. Return to the corridor. All right, we've done the antechamber, parlor, library. We've examined the painting. I guess we can climb the stairs. We've already done this. Daisy Fluffington's room is now locked. Oh, here she is again. You revisit Elf, who is still engaged in her barely clothed meditation and humming to herself in a tuneless way. Tell me about Osrin. Osrin. Oh, you mean Sissy Faye? I don't know what's happened to her. Okay, we've already done that. She says. Okay. Let's go to Al Faye's room. All right, Jay says got to be up tomorrow, early tomorrow. Have a good day. All right, Jay, we'll see you later. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the super chat earlier. Hope you have a good morning tomorrow. All right, we've already done this one. Daisies. Let's do this one. You enter the room, blah, blah, blah. Examine the bedside table. We've already done that. Okay. I feel like we've done everything in here. All right, I think we've done everything. I feel like. Unless we missed something in here. Yeah, I think we've done everything. Okay, I guess that's it. I don't know. All right. Well, the Royal Rumble results. Edge made a return to WWE. Edge is back. He's old now. And won the Royal Rumble. And for the girls, Bianca won. I was saying earlier how Roman Reigns ran over what's his name with a golf cart. Okay, I think that's it. I mean, okay. I think that's it. I think that we've reached the end of the story. I've clicked on everything. Very nice game. I like the atmospheric games. I'm not the biggest fan of visual novels, but I find myself playing some from time to time. I didn't know what to expect, but I was surprised. I started the sequel before reading its description and realizing there was a first part. Maybe it's just me, but I sometimes prefer to play before reading it. Yeah, I guess there's a part 2, but I'm not going to play part 2. Oh yeah, Kevin Owens, that's right. All right, well, that is, we do like to have some of those interesting things. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder if the golf cart had, I don't know. Maybe golf carts aren't that heavy, and if they do it right, it doesn't. But they seem to always do stuff that looks like it would really hurt people, and then those people are back out wrestling the next week. So, I mean, you can see them jump off like the steel cage and stuff, and somehow they still manage to do it. So. So yeah, that was an interesting one. Jacob, are you ready for the woods on Pacify? Let me look that up. Update. All right, Woods update. Pacify Woods. Let's see. I want to see what it would be like. Ooh, what is this? Hold the phone. Let me listen to this and see if this is an update of the video. It says watch video. Oh, I guess it's not. I thought it was going to be a video, but I guess I don't have a video. All right, Woods update. I hate to say this, but I've come to my attention the developer promised that the Woods update would be released around Halloween. Me and my mates were getting ready the day after to play, and I find myself here a month later. Sorry to be a pain in the ass, but mate, don't promise something you can't live up to. All right. It isn't that deep. It's just a lazy developer who didn't meet the quota. Nobody cares that much. It's just a tad annoying that it's almost a month late. True. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Pacify. Where is I saw an article saying that it was up. Wait, how does this have so many babies? Oh. This person has a room, Jacob, that is full of babies. Okay. Oh. Yeah, a room full of good babies. Oh, I see. Oh, there are. Check this out. Hold on. Check this out. All right. This is like they went into this. Hold on. Look at this. This is a room full of babies. Jacob, this is the room that you want. This room full of babies. Look at that. There's like 100 babies in there. I don't know how you get that many babies. But they're calling it the baby room. See? Look at that. How do they have so many babies? I wonder if it's a glitch. You know what I mean? Like, that is so many. I don't even think there's that many babies in there, to be honest. I think it's like, I think that is way too many babies. But you know what I noticed, Jacob? So before anybody opens the attic door, you know how all those babies run out, the bad babies when you open the attic door? I think what happens is everybody needs to get a good baby. And they need to all go upstairs to the attic at the same time. And then they need to, as soon as the door is open, they need to click on one of the babies running out. So that way all 4 people have a bad baby. And they've left 4 good babies in the attic. So you know that there's 4 good ones all in one spot. And then that way someone grabs the basement key and you can go down and just start burning. And because then you could technically burn at least 4 at once. And then if someone gets killed, that's fine, because then you can just fire them back up as they're burning. So it must be a glitch. I don't know. That is a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, no, I've trying to look at the woods. There was an update, I thought. Let's see, news. All right, this was January 18th. January 18th says new woods map for Pacify still in the works, and it looks scary. I'm currently still working on the new map update. I apologize for the delay. I was so close to being done with my original plan for the next map last October, but I was not happy with several aspects. So I started over in many areas. A lot of this process is creative, and sometimes it doesn't work out the way I envisioned it. I am still committed to bringing you all a scary and fun new map to Pacify. And there's some screenshots. Let me show you these screenshots. There is a nun and skeleton people. All right, let me show you these screenshots, because this is what scared me. Let me see if it's on here. Okay, perfect. All right, here we go. This is one screenshot. Look how scary that is. Oh man, it's like a scary girl with like no eyeballs and like blood running down her face. I mean, that is just ooh, scary. So that's the new, I think that's the new, that's the nun. Okay. So that's the scary girl from, you know, because the dolls has the little girl with the X on her mouth, and then the other one has the woman with the big butt, that thick woman. Forgot what her name was. Does she even have a name? I don't think she has a name. The zombie woman. And so this must be the new scary character called the Nun Woman. So that's pretty scary. All right, so then if we scroll down here, we have another little view. Let me see if I can line this up. There we go. So this looks like, here, I'll turn this off so you can see the other player. Let's see, transition that over. There we go. So you see how this one now, it looks like you have, it looks like you have some hedge clippers, maybe. Which would make sense because you're out in the woods. So we can see on here we have some hedge clippers, and I don't know what that little shadow, like a little shadow goat or something. But it looks like one person has a doll or something. Oh, it's a little pig. It's a little pig. You can see it on in the bottom there. But it looks like one player has a doll, and the other player looks like they have a rose. Skeleton dolls to the wall. Okay. All right, and then we have, let's scroll down here again. All right, so this here, we have 3 players, and it looks like we have someone with a rose, and we have the one guy with the enormous hands, good Lord. And then you can see the scary nun lady in the background is about to grab that girl. And then this one here, this must be what you're talking about, Jacob. You have to nail the skeleton dolls to the wall. That's kind of scary. All right, well, I'm looking forward to it if it ever comes out. But you know what we do need to do, Jacob? We have to beat the dolls level before we can go on to woods. You know, we were able to beat the farm, but we still have to beat the dolls. So, because if we can't even get past the original game, how crappy are we at the game? But that's going to be good. I'm going to be excited for that one. For sure. All right. All right, Seamus beat Shorty G. Oh, man. Oh, Humberto got beat. Roman Reigns wins the Falls Count Anywhere match. Bray Wyatt beat Daniel Bryan. Ooh, Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar was the first person in the... This sucks. Oh, man. Who was the last person in? Oh, yeah. I hate when my favorite wrestler goes heel. You know? I don't know how I feel about that. All right. Well, that's some updates for today. Jacob, are you back to playing games or are you out? I kind of want to play some games. Bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I just want to play something. What games do you got? I'm going to end the stream, but I want to still play some games, I think. I wonder if let's see. No, I was asking if you're back to playing games or not, Jacob. Like Pacify. Oh, okay. Do you want to play Pacify after? Chopper, are you on my Twitch? Do you have Twitch? I usually go live on Twitch afterwards. It's right here. Chief_TurtleHawk on Twitch. Jacob, do you want to play after this? Chopper, do you have Pacify? You can play if you have Pacify. All right, so what we'll do is we'll... Zach, you'll have to follow me on Twitch because when I shut down this stream, we'll only be on Twitch. All right, everyone who is left. It's probably just Jacob and Zach, but thank you guys for watching. Yeah, let's play a couple matches. Good. It'll be good to talk to you too. I haven't talked to you in a while. All right, so we're going to go live on Twitch after this. Jacob and I are going to play some Pacify because we've got to get going before the Woods comes out. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks for watching. And we will be back tomorrow night. We're playing Among Us, 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow here at Chief TurtleHawk. Join in if you want to. It's going to be a group play activity. I think up to 10 people can play, so a lot of people can play. If we have more than 10, we can start a queue and get some people in there. So great night. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone stays warm and safe depending on where you're at. Thank you so much. And don't forget that we love you here at Chief TurtleHawk. You matter. You're appreciated. And we want to see you here again. So for now, Chief TurtleHawk will be out, moving over to Twitch to stream some Pacify gameplay. See you later.